Hey guys, so I realized it's been about a month since I've uploaded a video. Amazing how time flies. As you can see in front of you, nothing has really happened. Lots of things have happened besides working on the Scout. Don't worry, I'll clear this stuff off before it gets too buried. I had to put in 2 ceiling fans. There's one box there, the other box is behind it. And, then the dishwasher had to stop working, so I had to buy a new dishwasher and install that. I got a Maytag brand, which does not leak all over under the floor, which I also had to rip up and replace. So that kind of made all the Scout budget go away. Fortunately, work is offering lots of overtime, which I will be working the next few weeks. So videos, again, will not be coming out, for a while. But once I get a good paycheck, I can send the old camshaft out. Then I'm going to buy new push rod and, oh my gosh, lifters. There we go. There's the word. New lifters. And basically all I've been doing is kind of sitting out here enjoying. I did kind of organize over here. I moved my bookcase, put that up there, and still figuring out what I'm gonna do. I think that's the good tank. My bench grinder, I don't use it besides the wire wheel. And I was kind of looking at maybe getting a different one that's a little nicer anyway. Drill press, still handy as always, so keeping that little thing around. The lathe, I haven't used it very much, which, with work now, it's still just going to sit there and look pretty. So anyway, I have been going through a toaster here. I do have a couple videos on that I got to deal with. I just need to buy a new power cord for it, and then she'll be ready to make toast. Been listening to the old Transoceanic here. Give her a little. Wait for it. Come on. Warm it up.
One dude tore his ACL getting out of bed.
Well, there's that. Because I do have my monster stereo there, but the antenna isn't all that great, mainly because it doesn't have one, so I can't get any radio or anything. And I do have my old phone hooked up to it, but the battery doesn't last, and, yada, yada, yada. So, I did get the other front tire on. The brake cylinder was stuck open, so I ended up taking apart the brake assembly and gingerly beating the cylinder back and forth until it freed up, and then that allowed everything to shrink back and put the tire on and do all that. I did get the rear jacked up here, and I do not own Harbor Freight jack stands. I own the Pro Lift stands, which are very nice. And so anyway, I was trying to get this rear drum off, but I cannot get it off. And one guy I saw on YouTube had a big hydraulic puller, and that's how he got it off. So I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. I did address up in here, as Vice Grip Garage would say, it's been weight reduced. Very little though. That's only part of the body, not the frame. The frame itself is in really good shape. This is This corner, I believe, has been smacked at one point in its life, because I can see the Bondo underneath. And this is the only panel where the paint, whoa, get some light on you, where the paint is actually cracking like that. So at some point this got kissed a little bit by something. Still haven't addressed the rear bumper. I did pick up a nice saw from a family member, so I got a nice chainsaw. I have organized all the table with all the parts and everything, so that's all living in the Scout here. Sadly, not all the bolts I remembered where they went, so they're in a mystery bag, so that should be fun to go through later. But anyway, starting to go through the kitchen and working on that, so that's kind of why, that's one of the reasons we're doing a lot of overtime, guys. So but don't worry, we'll get her sent off here and start putting her back together, hopefully before summer's over, because I'd like to park my truck in here before it gets too cold and wet again. But anyway, that is what I've been doing. I hope you guys have been, you know, working hard, staying safe, and all the above. So thanks for watching. Be sure to comment and tell me what you've been up to, and have a great rest of your weekend, guys.